So we here, Bars at the Bar.
Right here.
At Bedford Manor. I'm here with Geno.
No Cut Geno.
All the way here from Wilmington, Delaware. I'm Taya freaking Bear. Make sure you guys tune in. He got some bars for us. All right? Let's go. Let's get it. When did you start getting into music?
I've been into music since day one. When I say day one, I mean like 4 or 5 years old. It was a real instrument in my learning growing up. You feel what I'm saying? I never had male influences in my life, father figures, if you want to put it like that. So I learned a lot through music, through certain artists on what to do and what not to do, and then, you know, experience adds on to that. So I've been into music since day one. It started off with poetry.
It just escalated and grew.
Yeah, see, I was just rapping. I wasn't really rapping. I was rapping for my little friends around the way. In the back of the cars and shit like that, and it just started taking off. Yo, let my man hear something, let my man hear something. Then, so it just kindly, gradually grew into something. It's nothing that I ever said I want to chase. It's something that fell into my lap. So,
right.
But
how is the music scene in Delaware? Like, I know it's a couple.
It's
like,
a good scene.
When I was living there, they used to play Shiz Nitty.
Shiz is still relevant. He's a GOAT down there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Shiz. You feel what I'm saying? That's great. We in Brooklyn now. You know what I mean? But shout out to Shiz. Man, there's a lot more artists down there that's coming up. The music scene is definitely growing. It's growing, and as a whole, as a city, we're maturing with our sound. You feel what I'm saying? It was a long time that we only had a party type of sound, a party type of vibe. Now you got people more in depth with themselves into the music.
Yeah, because y'all have a lot of dances, like.
Yeah,
little two-step. I remember.
Yeah, a little north side step.
So that's a little bit different now. It's more lyrical than party.
Yeah, because you got certain people like myself that's been around for a long time in the underground scene that likes to set the bar when it comes to putting bars together, putting words together. I'm not knocking the new generation with the melodic music that they make. That's just not where I come from. And that's not the type of shit that I put out there.
Okay, so like, were there any Philly, because I know Philly is right there in that area, were there any big Philly influences that helped you or like that you looked to?
Absolutely, State Prop. When State Prop was out, it was Dim in the Locks, and when it come to Philly underground artists, we was big Meek Mill fans way before he made it.
Yeah, no, when I was living in Delaware, like, and I had just moved from New York, I hated Meek Mill's fans.
Listen, man.
Oh my God.
We was Meek out down that motherfucker.
Yeah.
You hear me? It was Meek. We listened to Hattie, Greg G's, Touch Money. It was really neck and neck, man. That was also a big influence growing up too.
Oh yeah. So tell me about some of the artists that you listen to.
Right now I'm listening to Game, man. I think Game got the album of the year.
Yeah.
Like out of 25 records, I like 20 of them.
Yeah.
And I'm not even a Game fan.
Right.
He got me.
I was just telling people the West Coast is like,
they're making moves right
playing.
now, man. I'm still a big Nip fan. I was listening to Nip since high school, so it's not like I hopped on the bandwagon there. I listen to old hip hop. Like I really listen to more R&B than I listen to hip hop.
So who are some of your favorite R&B artists?
Right now I'm listening to Ari Lennox. I'm listening to BJ's The Chicago Kid. Always gotta listen to people like Lauren. I like Music Soul Child. A little bit of Raheem DeVaughn. I listen to old music like the Isleys too. I just like R&B because it do something. It cleanses the brain more for me than a lot of senseless words. It's a lot of senseless music going on. That's why Game shit feel real good right now. Like,
do you feel like R&B is the same as like how it used to be back in the day, like with the
No,
jacket?
because I feel like they cheating too. I feel like R&B is cheating too. They not really holding notes. I feel like the only person still singing for real is like BJ the Chicago Kid, Chris Brown. Chris Brown been doing it since been doing it, but I feel like everything is microwave right now. You get a lot of microwave music and you can tell when you listen to it. Like these records are 2 minutes and 30 seconds nowadays, so.
So like, I know I came across your page because of your freestyles. So tell me a little bit about that. Like, are you more of a freestyle person or do you actually like to go in the studio and like create music?
I'm an artist first. I'm just getting out of a management situation, so with me taking the hiatus, when I was in this management situation, they had me building a catalog, and I wasn't able to drop music because they were in control of it. It was still mine, like I'm in control. You know, your management still work for you at the end of the day, but y'all want to meet at the table and, you know, make the right decision. So I was building my catalog this whole time, and I wasn't putting out no music, so my following was like, yo, what's going on?
Yeah.
Where you at? So we came up with this thing for Throwaway Thursday.
Oh, I like that.
You know what I mean? Instead of Throwback Thursday, we're just gonna give them throwaway verses that y'all not hearing. So I'm not a freestyler. Let's get that out the way. Everything I do is written. Because I don't want a person to say, oh, let me hear freestyle about this. I can't do that.
But that's technically still, it's a freestyle. Like, it's something that you put together real quick,
Absolutely.
boom. So it's not, don't say just because you're not thinking of it off the top of
Yeah, I'm
your
not
head.
an off-the-top freestyler, if you want to put it like that.
Okay, so then,
You know,
yeah, say
everything
that.
I do is written.
Definitely.
So that's where the freestyles came from. And I was big on Facebook. Instagram didn't respect me. They still don't respect me like that because
It's
the views is
different.
different. Exactly. So the view system is different, the following is different. But when I first started, I was getting like 200 views on them joints. Now, you know what I mean? I'm touching like 2,000 or something like that. That's
Yeah.
cool. That's just the consistency in it.
Right. And with Instagram, it's more like it has to be visually captivating for anyone to even pay attention.
Right.
And then once they see that it's really something,
Yeah.
that's when they lock in. So it's really like a strategic marketing thing with Instagram.
That's what I'm getting the PR for, man. You just handle that part. You feel what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Absolutely.
So like, what are some artists that you would like to work with? It could be local. They could be bigger artists. Don't say the typical like Jay.
Nah, I'm not
Okay.
gonna say that. Honestly, I don't even want to get into the whole rundown and all that because I really don't think about that when I'm doing
Just
music.
do your own thing. Or like a dream collab, like
A dream collab, like a Drake.
Drake.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a big
Why
Jersey
Drake?
fan. I'm a big Jersey fan. I think he get a slack because of the whole Quentin Miller shit, but off of that, man, nobody's had a run like this guy.
Yeah.
Since you could
That's
think about
true.
it. Nobody's had this kind of run. His creativity, you know what I mean? And when he do records like 4 p.m. in Calabasas, I don't think nobody pen game is fucking with that. So he a guy like that can elevate my artistry.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Versus to doing a record with, I don't know what I want to say, like a Lil Baby or something like that. I can't do a
Okay.
record with Lil Baby, like, you know what I'm saying? It'd be for the buzz, but in reality, we don't make the same kind of music.
Mm-hmm.
Kiss, definitely.
yes.
Kiss was like my pop growing up. You know what I'm
Oh.
saying? I bang the locks till there ain't no more to listen to. So, I mean, shit like that.
So, and you mentioned that you grew up in Wilmington and you didn't have any male.
Yeah, I came from a broken
How do you
home.
feel like that affected you? And do you think that people can hear that in your music?
Nah, cause I'm not broken. I'm not
Okay.
damaged. So I don't really portray that type of energy. Cause that's like a typical story nowadays, and not even just nowadays. That's just been a typical story in urban communities where, you know, kids be missing that father influence in my life or in their life. Not saying I didn't have my father. I had my father, but we wasn't like that. You feel what I'm saying? So I look towards the other things. So it definitely didn't play a role in my music. It just helped dig deep into a place of vulnerability when I'm writing certain records.
Right.
I don't think people get vulnerable on records. They be scared to tell certain things, not
Yeah.
knowing that it's very relatable to people. You feel what I'm saying? So you can land in the living room or you can land in the CD player. Either, you know what I mean, it's how you want to be visual.
Right. And I know we were talking about Wilmington and how people don't know that they be wilding out
Yeah,
there.
we get
Like,
busy down there.
tell me a little bit about Wilmington and what you would like to see for your city in the next couple of years.
I just want to see more unity in my city
Yeah.
and more, like, you know what I mean? All right, so to start from the top, I come from a city where it's very small. Everybody know
Yeah.
everybody. And there's more negativity than positivity. You know what I mean? Like I said, we was talking about the roads earlier. You may see things looking nice on the roads, but you
Right.
got to see the insides of the blocks where they shutting down boys and girls clubs. There's nowhere for these kids
Yeah.
to go hang out because, you know, they shutting them down, or you don't see the little 17, 18-year-old kids on Percocets, you know, looking crazy on the blocks OD, and this is what's going on.
Yeah.
And it's to the point where, yeah, they cutting off the prescriptions and everybody doing dope. And like I said, it's not really all negative down there. It's a lot of people that want to do better, you know, positivity down there. It's just, you know, we come from a place that's not publicized.
Yeah.
Like, you got Philly, you got Jersey, then you go to Baltimore. Like, where's Delaware in between that? Like, you feel what I'm
Right.
saying? It's just New York, Philly, Jersey, Baltimore. Like, they skip us on everything
Yeah.
we do. So It's just hard, man. It's just a little hard down there. That's it.
I know when I was living there, what they used to do, I went to Glasgow. So, but I lived in...
Shout out G-High.
So they were bringing the people from Wilmington to Glasgow, and then people in the area, like I was living in, at first when I moved there, I was living in Bear.
Yeah.
So all the people in that area, they was making them go to school in Wilmington.
Like a Howard or a Hudson. Those are your Voltex schools.
I never understood that.
That's what I mean by how they try to switch it off.
Yeah.
They try to put us out Newark and, you know, put us out the suburbs and bring everybody else into the inner city so it looks better. Better.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's I was like, why everybody in here from Wilmington? This is crazy.
Take these badass kids out there to the burbs.
And they was, listen,
and the school system it starts everywhere when it comes to Wilmington. It starts from the school system. The school systems is terrible. And the jail system is terrible. I'm talking about, you go to jail 30 days for an open container down there. It's like they like to just keep you in the system and then they'll put you on probation for 2 years and string you along, and it's just terrible, man. When it comes to that, so that makes it hard on the civilians and the citizens in our city to try to make something of themselves when you're not publicized, and you know you don't have people coming from our city putting us on and shit like that.
But I was gonna ask you, is there anybody out there that's actually giving back and like doing these things? Like you said, Nip is one of your inspirations, and he was doing a lot. Is there anyone
in my city? Yeah, you got shout out to Cool Shoes. He do turkey drives, toy drives. You got people that do stuff like that. A lot of people give back that's in the position of, I don't want to say popularity, but you know, some people got their mind right to do certain things. That's what I say. It's not all bad, but it's just not publicized. What we do is not publicized. So you don't see, just like everybody got, you know, rap dreams. You don't see the little rappers coming on from Wilmington, Delaware. You don't see the basketball players, you know, grinding and shit like that. You just don't see it. So when you hear of us, it just thinks unheard of. And every celebrity that talks about our city talks about it in a negative light. Negative light every time. So it just don't, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Marketable.
So tell me about the project that's coming out. What is it called again?
Another Life.
Another Life.
So my first mixtape, my brand first is Life, L-I-F-E, Love Isn't Forever. My first mixtape was Life, Love Isn't Forever, and I dropped a series of mixtapes after that. But for my first album, a lot of people say their favorite mixtape for me was my first one. And I'm just going back to that feeling and that feel, and you know,
bring that energy.
Yeah, man. It's a lot of good music on these joints. I think I'm gonna give out 17 records.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when is that coming out?
Hopefully New Year's Day. If not, like, it's January.
We gotta speak it into
January
existence.
2020.
New Year's Day.
We gotta get a few of these samples cleared, you know what I mean, to push out there, but 2020, January.
Can you talk about some of the samples that you put on there? Or like
I put, we got,
I know you said you're a big R&B person.
We got Isaac Hayes.
Oh.
Yeah, see, it's easy. Let me tell y'all too, man. You got to go back and get them old samples because they're easier to clear. Not all the time, but they're easier to clear.
Dropping gems.
Who else we got? I think we got a few Otis Redding joints on there. And that's it, though. We know that the sample game is harder it's very expensive to clear these joints. So we didn't use too many, but.
Okay, and you feel good about them.
I feel good about everything.
Yeah.
The whole energy that's coming for the next 7 months. Shit.
Okay. I'm ready. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna play a little game that I got set up for us.
All right.
Basically, what I want you to do is we're gonna take a shot and you gotta name, are you a big drinker or not really?
Yeah, right. But I ain't a big shot taker, man. This is a risk for me.
All right, don't be. Most of this is glass, okay?
All right, we're gonna do it though.
But so what we're gonna do? No, we're gonna start here.
Okay.
I want you to try to name what the liquor is that I put.
Okay.
So I'm gonna tell you the first one is probably gonna be the worst one, but I got us a chaser.
A little chaser right here.
Yeah. So I think you'll be fine. I'm not a big shot person either.
You should have had somebody. So you poured these shots.
I poured these shots.
You should have had somebody else pour them so you can
what?
get some tips.
Oh, no. I know. That would have been lit. But I'm pretty, I know my liquor. I've been doing this for a while.
I bartend too. I do a little something.
Oh,
ready?
I heard you. All right, hold on. Whew. Okay.
I ain't drinking all of this.
Cheers.
All right. Oh, this is an authentic reaction you're getting. Shit.
What do you think that was?
Oh, that was fucking authentic. I'm gonna be a meme off of that. That's coconut something.
No.
No?
And first of all,
Let me get a second opinion. Hold on, you ain't gotta do all that.
I'm just saying. Woo!
That's not coconut nothing. Is there more juice?
Okay, so it's a rum.
Okay. Fucking, what is it, Calico Jack? Something Jack?
No.
No?
You give up?
No, one more. It's a rum. How many different rums? Is it Bacardi? Bacardi is a rum. Is it Bacardi?
No. You get one more chance.
It's white.
Yeah. Ooh, it's burning. It's
I don't know what it is. I give up on this one. It's all right, though. I give up on it.
So this is Ray and Nephew. It's 100. It's overproof. Sorry, it's overproof. And
Ray and Neff, that's the Jamaicans drink.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they drink.
This is what everybody put in their rum punch to make it.
This grain. This is 100%.
Yeah.
Set this shit on fire.
Yeah.
I knew you was in here up to some shit.
I know. So that was the worst one. Yeah, throw that to the side. Jesus, hold on. I
can't believe you did that.
I regretted it when I poured it, honestly. All right.
I'm not driving. I'm catching the train.
I'm done. Okay, so let's do the next one.
This looks like Sprite.
Cheers.
Oh, she's smart.
What was that? You said it.
It was Sprite.
Yeah.
Man, right.
And I put it in the middle. So strategically.
We gotta go back to some hard shit.
Right. But this one isn't as bad. I think you'll find that.
Do I get a hint before I drink this one?
No.
Okay, solid.
But I mean, it's brown, so it's only a few. Let's see, what kind of hint can I give you?
It's brown, that's all.
Okay.
Oh, okay, I know what this is.
What's that?
It's like, that's Crown Apple. Right? Yeah.
You must drink that all the time.
Yeah. We know what that is right away.
I need food now.
Ooh.
Jesus. You drank all of them too.
That motherfucking, what is it called? That
Ray and Nephew?
That Ray and Nephew? Stop playing, man.
That just, we probably shouldn't have started with that one first.
It's all right. I hope you not, you know what I'm saying? You okay? Are we going to continue?
Yeah, we're going to continue.
Okay.
Don't try to play me. Listen, I do this, but I drink Henny, let's be clear.
All right.
Because all three of them could have just been Henny, and I would have been like, nah, I'm lying. I would have been like,
I'm a vodka guy.
what kind of vodka do you like?
There's some shit called 8 Degrees that I drink, but
8 Degrees? I have never
I like
heard
Goose, though.
Okay.
Goose Absolute, shit like that.
Goose to me tastes like rubbing alcohol.
Yeah?
I won't be getting a sponsor from them, I don't think. But whatever. But yeah, I'm more of a brown liquor type of person. I know it's a lot of sugar in it.
It's okay.
But the hangovers are a breeze. I can handle that. That vodka hangovers, no.
You gotta watch how you drinking this. See, I told you I'm a mixed drinker.
So, like, how do you order it?
I make it, I don't order it.
Oh, okay, but
Oh,
so
if I
what
go
do
to the
you-
bar, just
Yeah.
give me a vodka and cranberry, some more bougie
So
shit.
when you're at home, what do you just drink it straight? Or?
No, any type of fruit juice. Like I do brown and lemonade. Like I do Henny and lemonade.
That's not bad.
Or-
You got to do Henny and apple juice.
Come on, man. What do you think I came in here
Oh,
with? You see the little apple
say
juice I came in with?
less.
I'm already on top of that. But any brown and lemonade is what I do. Hey, yo, man, it's your boy Cut Geno, Life, Lovers, and Forever. We out here at Bedford Manor, Brooklyn, New York, and this bar is on the bar. You hear me? I'm gonna give you a little something. You ready? I said, QX 56 white infinity, apple juice spiked with Hennessy. You won't feel nothing, it's like this energy. Withdraw money, swipe at an M&T. When I ride out, it's indiscreet. I'm cool though, pistol right in the centerpiece. My man bought champagne for the cause. He shake it, then pop it off, shrug his shoulders. Tell us drink like a boss, we get sauce. Inhale the chronic, let out a cough. World spinning, but I'm like Earl Simmons. Me and my dogs off the leash. I remember my neighbors would call police, that was then. You can tell by these ends, we all capiche. Boss just bought 3 6s, that marks the beast. Thanks to music, cause he knew it would keep us off of the streets. Look, I bow my head and I ask permission. Believe in God, but I lack religion. Till I was shacked in prison. I've been the blackest pigeon. Had poison ivy for a brain, was making rash decisions to get from rags to riches. I'm back to business, alarm clock on Monday. I'm double parked, my car blocks the one way. It's hard to knock my feng shui. She got a dude and I'm like, all right, someday. But how we live is hard not to come play. I broke the thin ice with open invites. Ain't fucker, just stroked the windpipe for over 10 nights. Kept quiet, she holds it in right. That's thorough. We throw back liquor until we earl. Wish you would. Just to ride through my hood, you need a referral. They fear us like they fear Marlo. You make your money till you hear narcos. The block is hot like it was near charcoal. A strong man still the tears fall though. These niggas so fake, that's why I'm hard to locate, like where's Waldo? Let's pretend, for instance, that I was down and didn't penny pinch it, or that I believed in coincidences. Inch to inches was turning labels for independence. Prayed up, my sins repented, my judgment was sentimented. I went to school and took it back to classrooms, dismissed bitches, told babies suck it up. Bitch packed the vacuum. Room had a glass ceiling with the half and half view, with a 60-inch mountain in the master's bathroom. I think it's been proven I've been the strongest one. Forrest Gump cross country, I got the longest run. Man, life, man, love is forever, man. Bars on the bar, man. Bedford, man, in Brooklyn, New York, y'all already know, man, life. Wilmington, Delaware.